Hello, it's Polish Paul, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to create some magic with paths. We can make some beautiful looking paths thanks to the latest update. So join me in this video and I show you how I created my paths, which are only possible thanks to this brand new invisible path what you can cover with random scenery pieces. That just makes it so much better than what the game gives you. With that out of way, if you like what you see, then please press a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, join me on my adventure here building this park. It's gonna be very detailed, gonna take forever, so I don't know when it's gonna be finished, but I always gonna try to bring you something interesting to watch. So let's go. Okay, let's go. So this is the part of this roller coaster. This is going to become a mega build. So I mean, I take my time with a lot of stuff what I build in the park, but this is every now and then I'm gonna have those mega builds which are just takes ages to do, but then looks beautiful once finished. I mean, I've got time, sort of. You know, I'm not rushing to have this park open as soon as possible. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but who cares? I'm having fun. That's the most important. No matter what you do in Planet Coaster, how long it takes and how it's end up looking like, if you have fun, then that's the most important thing. The meaning and the message of me doing this path here is breaking down the repetition. I've got big stretch of paths going from this ride. So we've got this offloading area, and it's got this long path leading to a tunnel inside a mountain. And if I leave it as like a straight path and just copy and paste some fence and stuff like that, it's gonna look very boring. So breaking down the repetition makes it look less boring. I've put the sword in the wall, just making like a little scene here, because I had this little hole in this mountainy bit. So I was thinking it's gonna be a nice place for people to look at when they walk past and maybe have a selfie, sit down, rest. You know, the travelers needs to rest. So that was the idea here, using a palm tree and a aquatic, what is it called? You know, I don't know. What is it called? That's, you know, this glowy bits. I forgot what they called. Using that to create a little mushroom. When I look at this mushroom now I've done it, I feel like the spots on it, I should have maybe give them like a pink tint to it, or make them slightly different color. I don't know, I just think they look a bit too white, but never mind. So it is a mushroom, so never eat a mushroom. Chomping on a mushroom means death, so that's not good. I mean, you can sit next to a mushroom on this bench I creating, but chomping it, not wise. So once again, this is done just to break down this repetition. So it's like a long path. Long paths, I don't know. Long paths are just boring when there's nothing happening. So you have to make it slightly better. So you got our little fence, and what am I creating? Oh yeah, just a bit of flowers. So it's got this like a fairy tale feeling. And speaking of fairy tale, this whole area, this druidic theme I'm going here, it's definitely going to pop once the next update drops. So original plan was just to have two rides, this big roller coaster and this giant swing, but then because they announced the fairy tale, and I think pirate thing gonna add some stuff to it as well, because they announced that, I was thinking, you know what, it's gonna be time to add another ride, and I think it's gonna be a water ride since we are on a lake. Don't know which one yet, flume, slide, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think like a storm surge in 4 park, so nothing too complicated, but with a cool drop that splashes everyone. We see. Okay, this is like a random bit I built here, and you might thinking, why is there a random bit that he's built here? And this random bit is, I want to add like a head chopper element later on. I don't know what I'm gonna attach to it, maybe some blades sticking out, like swords or something, I don't know. So this is one of the taller parts of the fence, and it's because it's kind of roller coaster underneath it, and then it's roller coaster on the level with this path on the side. So, you know, people can easily topple over, you know, they come off the ride all dizzy, topple over and then laying on the tracks. another tray coming, and they becoming chopped in many places. Of course, supports needs to be added to the path, because the game lets you actually delete in-game supports, which is nice. But then if you don't add support, then even though it's something what maybe you cannot see too much, you can see a bit of them when you look from the side or whatever. And if you don't have support, it just doesn't look that realistic. This wood path jetty in this platform got nice in bold supports in itself, so that helps with the maybe not messing around with it too much. Now I'm doing different part of fence now, so it's not all one long tall fence. I only done it when I need to, and now we're gonna build like a custom fence in this bit. So once again, doing that going to help us break down the repetition again. So this one fence would be boring, and now because we've got this, it shouldn't be as boring as it was. So that's the idea of it. Okay, I don't know what I'm messing around. Oh yeah, so what's happened here is I actually changed the design what I had in mind, because I didn't really like that how fatty was the supports for the stones, and them stones here, they're gonna become a fence eventually. Let's have a look when. So I think when I've been doing oh yeah, I've got here the dude. Always have to have somebody for reference, so I didn't want to do the fence below the belt maybe, but maybe above, so people kind of can rest their elbows on it. But because when it's below, it's like kind of seems like it's easier to fall in the water, and of course we don't want our guests to be falling in the water. This is one of the things I did. So I've done them on the length from those big pillars to the first, let's say, fenced posts. And doing that basically meant that everything was a bit too short for the future when I need to move it later on, but it's alright, you can always adapt and overcome. This design is pretty cool because it's got this plank underneath what attaches it to the path, so I could easily move it. Building some lights, they always look good at night. Sometimes when you do them voiceover videos, sometimes when I listen to it, I think like, why I talk so much crap? But anyway, so this is our custom fence. It's all gonna be adjusted later. I just want to have kind of like the height of it, right? And then we're gonna smooth it out, let's say it that way. So it looks nicer. So you cannot just tilt everything, because of course all those wooden posts and lights, they would tilt silly, and then it would look bitsy, so that's why I'm kind of smoothing it out that way. Planet Coaster 2 building in it can take time, and maybe you cannot like extend things and build like seams maybe, so it all takes time, but also it gives you a lot of what to say, like a freedom, so it lets you do the stuff maybe what takes time but then looks good. Here I connected the path to this post using the rope. Just I couldn't find any piece, so I've done it that way. Selecting things doing this build, because of course the path is kind of above the things I'm building. It's kind of difficult. It was definitely a bit annoying. So this is another bit of path leading up to the tunnel. And then the tunnel gonna be great, because I'm gonna do that invisible path down there, which looks really good. So once again, like breaking down the repetition of everything. And if you build in your theme parks, if you notice you got maybe path that it's too long or just seems empty, always add something. There's so many scenery pieces in the game. No matter what theme you're going for, there's always something cool to be added if you have to. I really don't like when things are becoming too repetitive. So this is my glass floor. Took me a few attempts to get it right, because the scenery pieces are not fat enough. I wanted it to kind of look fat, so it looks more realistic. Eventually I have to settle maybe on like a half fat glass. I don't know how to call it, but it was alright. It's turned out alright, so I'm happy. So I don't need very transparent. The idea is people was scared on the ride, and the fear is over. But then what they don't know, they have to walk through the glass path. And I used to love watch videos on YouTube or somewhere where people actually like freaking out on those paths, especially on the glass bridges. It's just pretty cool. So that was the idea. The fear is not over just yet in my park, because even if you think it's all over, there's more. But also this tunnel, perfect opportunity to place the lights, and at night you'll be able to see it later on. You saw some shots at the beginning of the video, but this tunnel at night really pops up nicely. So yeah, just moving some stones. I've had some so this tunnel originally actually roller coaster going through it, because this is, let's say, second revision of this ride, so I've changed it, but now it was perfect idea to have this tunnel, to have a path and the exit station, because the coaster, what I did first here, it was before any updates, it was when the game first released, so of course before the offloading stations, before those beautiful invisible paths, so that's why it was a roller coaster. There was no water in there, just a coaster going through it. But because the Frontier listened to everyone who complained, I kind of just keep quiet, you know, I don't go online commenting too much. I take it as it is and then try to do my best with what I got. But I definitely enjoyed the updates and community being maybe very vocal about it. Sometimes I was thinking like, poor developers, but never mind. And I was only thinking that because I've got my other channel, which is quite big, and I speak to a lot of developers. It's virtual reality channel, so it's a lot of indie developers maybe, and a lot of developers who making their first games or with bit of limited resources. And sometimes you talk to them, you know, for a long time, even become friends, and you know how much effort they put into the game, and just to have maybe the game not live to people's expectations due to, I don't know, time constraints, budget constraints, or maybe not enough time to develop the games. And then after you spoke to somebody who's been excited about releasing their game for over a year, and the game flops, and people are really like, well, they don't see the backstory of it and what's been happening behind the scene, just giving the developer abuse, then you feel it. So that's what I learned during my time on YouTube, on my other channel, which at first I was like that as well, you know, saying like not nice things, and the game maybe was those like a without behind the human elements behind them. That's how I felt them. But the more you see what's going on behind the scenes and how hard actually it is to develop the game, you know, the amount of mechanics that go in Planet Coaster, it's crazy how much they had to do. Then you start maybe appreciate the games more. But it's something what I had to learn myself. But anyway, coming back to what I've been saying is the community been very vocal, and we got the changes maybe that many people wanted. So you saw me placing those lights underneath, and those lights I wanted to use in this area for a while. If you saw previous episodes, I was trying and they just wasn't fitting anywhere. So, but finally here was the time. It was the time to add those LED lights at the bottom, because I will add water down there eventually. It was just easier to remove the water and build it that way. It's actually very deep, so if this blast breaks, the people will, you know, that there will be casualties in this park. But thankfully it's very nice glass design, you know, that it don't break. In my mind anyway. So this is the bit I've done to have more lights as well. I was working out what lights would be best, and those string lights here, they actually worked very nicely. And eventually this tunnel just gonna look so good. I was thinking what else to add, like vines or everything, and I went with it. But then I was thinking if I do them, I was going to, you know, like turn them out and everything. but maybe it would take too much of what I wanted to achieve with this tunnel, so I've changed it. Okay, now I added water, and at night this whole area just looks so good at night. I really like it. In this video I'm only doing the first part of path. That's what I mean, that's why I say sometimes the things taking me a long time to build, but then I enjoy doing it, you know. I've got the time, sort of, like I said earlier, so I would like to do it more, but of course I had to record this video, and also I still have to upload on other channel, which is the actually channel that is monetized, and I've had some sponsored videos to do, so obviously once you agree to those, you do have to publish them on time when you said, so maybe I could like sit there all night and build it, but there is other things I need to do, and during daytime, of course, spending time with family, looking after kids and everything, going work. So yeah, so that's why maybe even though I take time building stuff, it takes longer as well, because I only get some days, just a few hours to play this, and at the moment this is the only game I'm playing. I've got some virtual reality games to play soon as well, but at the moment Planet Coaster 2, I absolutely love it, and I could just, if I could, I would play it all the time between my virtual reality games, what I like as well. But from the other games, apart from them, I don't really play anything. Anyway, so the idea here was to have those like what you call them, roots. I wish there was more roots elements here. Thankfully the scaling and rotating what we've got in the game does the trick. So the idea was the roots overgrowing this fence, because this fence looked the most generic of the whole build, and maybe it's the fence what not fully fits within the theme, but then I wanted to have it so people can nicely see the roller coaster, but not maybe fall onto it. So the idea here is to have some lightning added, because that was a bit dark part of this path, so I don't wanted to have it maybe like those normal lights, because they are already on the path, so just put all over the place those lanterns. And once again, the Viking theme is a hero here. This theme definitely comes handy for the fantasy, but like I said, the next month's well, actually this month now, when this video uploads, it will be June. This month update, it will definitely gonna make this area change a lot, pop a lot. Even though I like the look of it now, it's gonna just looks even so much better. So definitely stay tuned to the channel, and once the fantasy update drops, I'm gonna take it through its paces, push it as hard as I can to see what we can create else in this bolt, this druidic zone. We see what's that gonna do. So now adding some more lanterns, I changing colors, just so I don't know, it's just adding this nice like a fantastical element to it, trying to find the right word. And yeah, it's okay. When you speed up the video, the camera definitely goes crazy, but never mind. So doing the finishing touches, connecting here our little fence, but of course we need some big fence as well. You don't want people to be falling into water, and this rope here come very handy, using the jetties, if I'm saying right. And of course you're gonna add some more lights as well. Then once the game I forgot how cool it is, but the game remembered my colors from the last time, which is great. When it's first release, of course we didn't have that, so I was going to add this rope, so it kind of looks like that, but then I opted against it. It was just too fat, too big, I don't know. This is my future head chopper element, kind of got in the way, so I had to move it around a bit. Had like a stone laying around, and of course we still need to connect this path onto the actual water path, so the glass over water path. Here I just went for the in-game fence because I got this fence behind, but I wanted some sort of fence because there was a bit of a gap between that fence and other fences. So that's why I added extra fence. So very fancy area here, but it will do. So now I was trying to work out how to connect this bit, this part of the design to the actual path, because of course it's kind of like on the bend, and I don't want it to be, but the game kind of don't allow me to do it easily, so I kind of have to make some stuff up. I always say sometimes in Planet Coaster you just have to adapt and overcome and achieve something, you know, just keep doing things until you achieve something, and that's what I did here, and it's kind of works, so I'm happy with it. Just adding like a curb or whatever you can call it here, just for it, so kind of make it more look apart. I might add something in that little bit of here where I'm moving them stones, just so it's like that. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it for this build. I don't know what else I'm gonna do here. I think I'm just looking around. Oh yes, that's the boring part. So I've got this mesh fence. If you missed the last part, basically on the bridges like that, or you know, wooden things, a lot of places gonna put like a grid, like that metal mesh, whatever, just so people don't break their legs or slide when it's wet. So this is the health and safety department of the park says let's do that, and people working in this department is nobody, because it's a video game, so it's just an imaginary thing. It's me. I said it, so I wanted like that, so it worked alright. So yeah, that's how I built it. There's another part of this path to be built, so I'm gonna do that in the future episodes, but this part is pretty much done. I might add something off the screen, but it won't be nothing crazy. So yeah, with that out of the way, now with that all being built, let's have a walk and see how this path turned out, how it is to walk on it. Okay, so this is our path. I'm very pleased how it's turned up. We're gonna have a little walk. I know this mountain looks out of place, but it's all going to be finished and connected together. This path looks great during day, and also it looks really good at night. I really like how it looks at night. So maybe we're gonna have a walk during the day and night. Let's have a little walk at the daytime first and see how it comes around. So we're gonna go to first person. Oh, I don't know why I can't go to first person camera. Well, that was strange. It wouldn't let me to put it on path. I don't know, because we got invisible path. So let's say we exited our train here. This silly gate is here. I wish I could just remove it. It's only offload station. I said it before, just let people out, but I'm gonna have to put some sort of something here. Never mind. So yeah, so that's gonna be the guest experience. They're gonna exit the station. They're gonna get their stuff from their lockers. I'm gonna add some signs and everything, but that's at the end of the series of this roller coaster. Like a realistic signs to make it all look cool. So yeah, people be able to see maybe the coaster getting ejected from the station, just leaving the station. I don't know why I'm talking like that. And they might even see coaster coming back to a station. So like a nice bit of path. The dude I need to delete. I get those people are all over my park now. I need to start deleting them. The stone figures just everywhere. Anyway, so yeah, that's this nice bit of path here. I didn't think that through. I might put some mesh fence on the coaster itself. It just feels like you could easily stick your hand out by accident and get it chopped off by coaster. So maybe you're gonna have to add something down there. This bit is alright. I don't know. I might just leave it. You know, maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. But anyway, we go here. This is our little mushroom. See now here you cannot do anything. See. This is our little mushroom. I'm still thinking about changing the color of the dots. And this is my favorite part of the path, this tunnel here. I might put something underwater. The light's reflecting great. You've got the water flowing. Of course, I still need to do this path. The idea here is behind the waterfall, inside these stones, there will be a little merch store and the on-ride photos. I don't like that those things from the waterfall bottom are visible, but then I had to do it that way because otherwise it just looks silly. So I don't know. Anyway, let's go back on ourselves. I just like how this looks. So cool. Anyway, let's go back and we're gonna have a little walk through the path doing the night vision. So, which means we're gonna walk at night basically. So let's go back to the end again, past our stones here. Okay, so let's change time to the, oh, it took me there. Let's change time to the night time. Yeah, definitely looks great at night. Okay, so we've got here, will it let me to? It's weird how I cannot put it on the path. I think that mesh goes above the path, what I added. So then you have to find like a bit of a path that actually allows you to enter the path. Maybe you just have to do it here and then quickly come back. Wait, because I want to start walking from the other side. I want to start walking from here. There must be part of the path what I can enter. Maybe the detection box for the paths, you know, for the first person camera, maybe it should be a bit bigger. Oh, I can do it here. There you go. Okay, so oh yeah, because the path is kind of covered, that's why. So this is our tree. So when you exit the station, gonna put this exit somewhere here anyway later. There is a tree that guides you which way to go to the exit. So you're going at night, looking around at everything. That looks great. I mean, those lights down there, they're really cool. Another stone dude, get in your stuff. Let's have a walk. So cool. I might even add some lights to the station. Now this color really looks nice as well. What I've put here. Nothing like just admiring your own work. Okay, the mushroom looking great now. So yeah, I wish those things could glow. So I'm definitely gonna change colors of those. I like the sword with the lamp. And let's go to my favorite part, which is here. That looks so good at night. Imagine being in this park and walking over this. So cool. And then of course we got red lights coming from down there. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust this. I must have deleted something by accident there. Yes, I deleted one of those big logs, so I'm gonna have to add it back. Never mind, I'll do it later. And then of course down there is all the area, all the other part of park. So yeah, all looks great. Really pleased how this path turning up to be. Still a lot of work to do to this bit, but I've got some things ready now, so I can just copy and paste, so it's gonna be faster. But yeah, looking very nice. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy what I created. So thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like. It does help the channel a lot. And if you're not subscribed, then subscribe and follow this build. This park gonna eventually open and be finished. I'm just taking my time with it, but I always trying to do something cool for you so you can watch it. So we see. Okay, for now that's it. Thank you all for watching, and that's it. Bye 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 bye.